What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to a brand new stream, you guys. And if you haven't just yet, go ahead, hit that like button. And if you haven't, go ahead, hit that subscribe button, chat. Today we will be watching the full interview of 6ix9ine with Adam22, chat. Let's get right into it. I've been waiting for this full interview, chat, and we finally have it, chat. You know what I'm saying? The truth is now out. Let's go.
Jumper, coolest podcast in the world, and we have traveled all the way to beautiful Miami to have the first conversation that I've had with 6ix9ine since 2017.
Yes.
How you feeling?
I feel good. First of all, we're in Miami right now.
At Steve Will Do It's home.
At Steve Will Do It's house. He's probably taking shit, but great guy. Thank you for coming to Miami.
No doubt.
Miami's like, you're from LA, right?
I'm from New Hampshire.
New Hampshire. Where the fuck is that?
4 hours from Bushwick.
Oh, for real? Oh, wait.
Like right outside Boston.
Okay.
Yeah. But then I lived out there for like 7 years, and that's one of our weird coincidences, is that the exact area of Brooklyn that I lived in for like 4 years is the exact area where you were working at the bodega. So I might have gone and like bought an iced tea from you at some point.
That's hilarious.
Isn't that
I didn't
crazy?
make iced tea. I made smoothies.
Okay, yeah.
But yeah, no, I feel good about this because even if we had our differences, you're the reason. Well, you're the reason, and I was telling this to my people before the interview. I said you're the reason, a pretty big reason of destiny
That you got signed.
that I got signed.
Right. Okay.
So you know, early on this interview, I wanna address that if you didn't like deny me and
We can get into all that. Yeah. Okay.
yeah. So,
But I almost feel like you're
calling
giving
him
me too much credit with that, because it's like at that point, you already had so much momentum that like, yeah, you got signed by 10K or whatever, but it's like you probably had like 10 other labels that were.
yeah, but no, so that's the thing. We could dive into it now. Me coming to LA was the sole purpose for the No Jumper interview, because you were the hottest thing in interviewing all the underground rappers,
Yes.
which is XXX. Who else was hot at that time?
Like early on, you know, Lil Peep, X, Suicide Boys.
Suicide Boys. You were doing all those, and I just wanted like one shot at that platform, because I knew my demographic. My demographic was underground, 6ix9ine, Pimpin', Shinigami, all that hentai, like, you know, like Rage.
Yeah.
It was Rage. So,
Which to people might almost sound confusing, because a lot of people got familiar with you at like Gummo, at which point it's like, oh, he's a street
Mainstream,
rapper,
yeah.
gangster rapper, yeah,
It
which is
wasn't-
like, they forget this whole era.
a lot of people that don't know 6ix9ine, where's my camera? That one?
Either way.
A lot of people who don't know 6ix9ine, 6ix9ine was part of the Rage movement.
Yes.
Rage movement means like metal mixed with rap. So an example I could give is like XXX,
His early stuff.
XXX early stuff, like,
Yeah.
but something that people want to understand right away is like so 6ix9ine made that music,
Yeah.
and we met in New York.
We got to tell the story of us meeting up, because there's a vlog out there that like you're like not even really in the thumbnail, but the fans figured it out along the way, so it has like 3 million views or some shit. But like, all right, so this is the memory, is that there was a dude named Slosher who.
Yo, shout out to Slosher. You know, he's and I want to give this next 20 to 30 seconds to appreciate Slosher.
Shout out to Slosher.
Slosher.
The viral picture of you holding hands with him in the airport. For anyone who doesn't know who we're talking about.
But I want to give. All right, so the 30 seconds start now, because I really want people to appreciate this kid. This kid wasn't part of my day ones, you know what I mean? He was part of like a friend group that grew and like that became in love with
Hit that
the
like
6ix9ine,
button, chat.
right?
Hit that like button.
So,
It helps me out a lot. Thank you guys so much for
Slosher
watching.
actually gave money to a no money having 6ix9ine for us to fly to LA. So when you like dubbed our interview, when you like didn't
Which
answer.
I have no.
No, yeah. No,
I have
but
no
let me explain
memory
this,
of this.
I'm giving Slosher his
I'm
flowers
open
real
to the
quick.
possibility that that's true, but I do
No,
not
that's
remember
true,
that
that's
at
true.
all. Oh, okay.
So Slosher, he will receive, I don't know if he want me to say this, he would receive like checks every month because his dad was in the military as a veteran.
Oh, okay.
And any son of a veteran who will receive checks, he would get money for. Slosher like gave us money to like eat and stuff like that while we went to LA with like the last $700 we had, because we shot a video in a Home Depot for some rapper.
Famous Dex?
No, it was another rapper.
Oh, okay.
It was a rapper from Brooklyn. We shot a video for him in a Home Depot parking lot, edited it real quick, charged him $750. And with those $750, we booked flights to LA from Philadelphia on Spirit, hoping, because we were in communication about it, doing an interview. I was speaking to you through text, but you were like, one respond to me. I'm like, yo, let me just take my shot and go. There's an opportunity to get a No Jumper interview.
Well, we got to talk about when we first met.
Yeah, but I was giving Slosher his flowers.
Okay, so I went to New York for some totally unrelated shit, except I remember I was at Oz Cohen's house, which is Leora Cohen's house.
Yeah, his son, right?
Yeah, so I'm at his son's house, like smoking weed and hanging out or whatever, talking about music. And so then Slosher had hit me up earlier in the day, wanting to hang out or whatever, because we had kind of been talking online. And
But you watched the Slosher music video.
Yes.
That made you want to...
No, but the reason why I initially wanted to f with him is because there was a picture of him in a hot tub with a bitch right here, and he was fingering her.
I shot that video with all the... So for
and
everybody...
there was mad fake
lean
pints
cups.
of lean in there.
No, it was real pints of lean.
Oh, really? Okay.
So for all the people that don't know the context of what he's saying, Slosher, I used to be a videographer. Everyone knows this. 6ix9ine was a videographer before a rapper.
Right.
So I was shooting videos on my Canon 7D.
Okay.
Slosher paid me to do a music video, and I was the one to come up with the concept of the music video. The concept of the music video, the video treatment, everything was on me. So I took him to a motel, you know, like them $40,
Yeah.
4 hours type of music video. So
That's how you got that image.
yeah, the
of
video
him fingering the girl.
that was my whore. Yeah, that was my bitch. Like one of my bitches.
Right.
Video.
And so
I
then-
remember that. It
And
was
shout,
nasty.
I don't want to say her name because like she's like degraded in this video.
She probably got a husband now.
Yeah, she probably got a husband. This was 2017. We're in 2025. That was 8 years
Chat,
ago.
thank you
She's
for
probably
liking
married
the
with
stream,
kids.
chat.
Yeah.
Thank you
And
guys
some
for
guy
liking the stream.
definitely. Like, you know how in the 20s she's whoring out, in the 30s she's like, don't be that guy. There's somebody that's that guy. Right?
I'm opposed to that though. I think you got to be that guy. You got to turn into a housewife.
Yeah. I'm all for that. So he literally, okay, so I came up with the video treatment for him to be in the motel with all these lean. And shout out 6IX9INE. I know you're gonna clip this, put this on Instagram. 6IX9INE was part of my blow up, you know, and attributed with money. But anyway, long story short, he gave me all the pints.
Okay.
Is that snitching?
But you weren't drinking lean.
No, that's like, that's not. It's
Oh, no,
empty,
but there was-
it's empty pints.
Oh, wait. Okay, because I remember.
All right, if I
do
can-
you remember I interviewed the rapper Dash? And he was talking about
Dash,
you.
and Dash was like, he was homeboy with 6IX9INE.
Because there was a famous lean dealer who I have no idea if he's still a lean dealer, but he would say that you would come around and just be kind of lurking and just trying to pick up game and just hanging out even though you didn't drink lean, which does sound like
Yeah, I don't
the
think I was trying to
6ix9ine.
pick up game. I was literally, 6IX9INE was my friend. Like,
Okay.
to this day, he plays Call of Duty. His username is You Got Robbed. Yeah.
But
so
yo-
anyway, long story short, 6IX9INE is a great guy. A close friend of mine. He's the one who gave us the all those pints. And they were real pints.
Okay.
But he's a great guy. He's not a drug dealer or anything. But he literally gave us those pints. I filmed the music video with Slosher. It was in a motel room in a jacuzzi. So that's what you've seen. I filmed that.
And so there's a picture of him, and I posted the picture on Twitter because it just looks so crazy of him with his fingers in the girl in the hot tub. And then he actually got that image printed on a tote bag.
Yeah, and then was walking around with the tote bags.
And then sent it to me. I thought this was just like the funniest thing in the world that I had a tote bag now with this image on it.
There's a reason why podcasters can turn any topic into an episode. Just like the
So then when I'm in New York, he hits me up, and I looked at my DM with him the other day, and I actually said, I'm like, yo, I only got one night in town, but you got drugs and girls? And no drugs actually were done, but he met me outside of Oz Cohen's house, and it was him, some guy with like orange and green hair, and then 2 reasonably attractive Hispanic women.
I brought them.
Okay. And I've always kind of like wondered about them.
Wait, was I there?
Yeah.
So
You're the green and orange hair guy, yeah. But I didn't know who you were.
Oh,
I had never.
I'm trying to think who's this retard.
I had never heard of you. At the time, I think I remember you having like 20,000 Instagram followers, which this is like 8 years ago or whatever, so that was like not nothing. But I'm like looking at your shit like once we start hanging out, because like you start showing me, and you had like actually like some pretty crazy music videos and a lot of weird anime, Street Fighter type shit going on in the videos and stuff.
I think I showed you Yokai.
Yeah, but I remember at the time that the song that you were pushing was I only f with white bitches cause they suck dick.
I only with white bitches cause they suck dick.
Yeah, that was Slosher's song.
Oh, okay, but you were on it, right?
Yeah, I was on it.
Yeah, and so I wasn't exactly amazed by the music, but the video like really stood out of like, oh shit, like this is a crazy video. I've never seen anything like that.
I shot it and edited it.
Yeah.
And that was Slosher's song. So shout out to Slosher.
Mm-hmm.
So if we're just rambling, I just want to just give the people, my fans, like a quick summary. So Slosher's a kid that I met that he paid me to shoot music videos. I shot his music videos, which got Adam's attention. Adam then contacts Slosher to hang out. I tag along with Slosher because I'm like, yo, it's my work that he likes. And, you know, Slosher's talented as I think he just missed his train. Like, missed his train is that he was into melodic music, but he knew like the I only white bitch suck dick is getting the attention, but he really is like a talented ass kid that makes like Juice WRLD music, like I still see the shadows in my room, like real, like, you know, like one of those musics. But anyway, Adam contacts him, I tag along, I tell Adam, look, this is all my work, and stop me if I'm wrong. This is my work, you should check me out, blah, blah. We exchanged numbers, and I feel like that's when I texted you and I said, hey, can I get an interview?
But the crazy shit that happened that night though, and I had never done anything like this at the time, and I have never done anything like this since, but
I think we the same bitch that night.
Bingo. So I like. So
I have great memory. These are facts, by the way.
But so he's drinking like crazy.
Wait, was her name Fatima?
I have no idea.
All right.
But so he's drinking like crazy, but you didn't drink at the time, and so at some point we're back.
He would get shit-faced drunk.
Yeah, yo, bad. So we're back in my hotel room, and he's so drunk that he's like in the bathroom puking his guts out, and so you're his friend. You're like attending to him, kind of like making sure he's all right. But when that starts happening, all of a sudden these girls kind of lock into place and they start, you know, we start hooking up. And so I have this like weird memory of hooking up with these chicks and kind of like glance it over and just seeing you just like monitoring. You're like, you're making sure your homie's okay, but you're also kind of like peeking out to just like see what's going on out there. So
I remember you first, and then I was like, yo,
you didn't them there or in front of me. You probably did later that night. I don't know.
Later that night.
But either way, I always like wondered, I'm like, so did 6ix9ine like recruit these chicks off the block because he knew that this was like a good moment for him to get locked in and get some clout, get some good points with me or whatever? Like I always kind of wondered about that.
That's hilarious because that's.
But it's smart. That's what a smart rapper would do. I'm gonna give these girls a couple $100 each and help my career out.
No, nigga, that's trafficking. Nigga. I think they were just like big fans of you, gave you the pussy. Yeah, no. Nah, that didn't happen that way.
But that's smart. Like I would do that now. Like if you knew some like
nigga,
content creator that was hard up for pussy, you just bring him some girls.
You're going to jail, nigga.
Yeah.
In 2025.
That's a good point. But
so no, but that's all right. So long story short, after all this explaining,
shout out to you, Rod and
I
Roll.
exchanged numbers with Adam.
Thank you for tuning in.
You were bald headed.
Like the stream if you haven't.
And I was literally like, yo, bro, give me an interview. and we were talking. I don't know if a week passed, 2 weeks passed, a month or 2 months or even 6 months. But me and you came into a consensus where I said, yo, I'm gonna go to LA on this day for the interview. And you were like, all right, go, cool. And then I told Slosher, yo, we gotta go. But it's 4 of us. It's me, Andrew Green, who everybody knows, Trife Drew, wrote all the songs with me from day one. My best friend.
He's still around?
Yeah, he's still around.
All right.
He actually called. I told him to come, but he's with his wife. So, Trife Drew, William Asher, and Slosher. We put the last money we had that we could afford to take a flight from Philadelphia on Spirit straight to LA, and then we all stood. You know, the size of this couch was the size of like our Airbnb in Venice Beach. We all stood there. We used one time to eat. So we would wait till we get as hungry that we can't, possibly stand there anymore. And we would go down Venice Beach and eat at a burger spot that was like $5 burgers. I don't know if you know.
I don't, but
all right, it was on
that's a good
Sunset.
technique when you're
All
broke,
right.
yeah.
So at Sunset Boulevard, we go to LA, and then you just stop answering.
Honestly, the more you say that, the more it starts to sound like something that really happened. But
No, it really happened.
I just don't really like remember it like that. But the more you say it, the more I'm like, damn, was I so like caught up in the moment that I just like.
It was destined, right?
Nah, I remember when Adam22 around that time he would be talking shit about 6ix9ine. He would constantly start saying that 6ix9ine was a predator, that 6ix9ine was trash, that 6ix9ine was this and that and the third. Now he's acting brand new. Now, you know what I'm saying? 6ix9ine has motion. So I get it, I understand it. But bro, like, you know what I'm saying? This is your opportunity to talk about it.
If you would have answered, imagine shit would have went left. Like the reason that like I'm here, with Steve will do it. The reason I have a Patek on my hand, jewelry on. I feel like it was destined for you not to answer, because you not answering. I know you don't want all the credit, but you not answering, it forced Trife Drew to come up with an alternative solution. I'm like, yo, we're in LA with nothing to do.
So what'd you end up doing?
So Trife Drew is on SoundCloud. He's like, yo, bro, this kid Trippie Redd is fire. You should do a song with him.
The polls video happened on that trip?
Yes.
Wow, that's crazy.
And he's like, yo, he with you, whatever. Let's go to the studio. We end up going to Hitway. I contact him, or he tells Trife. I forgot really how it went.
You're
if
right,
he
he
like,
was
yo, I
actually
fuck with
dissing
6ix9ine. I
6ix9ine.
contact
He
him,
was.
like,
He
yo,
was
let's make a
actually
song.
dissing him for years.
He's like, yo, I
I'm
fuck with
saying.
your shit. It's fire.
Chat,
You go to
ahead,
Hitway,
hit
remember,
that
I'm
like
not-
button, chat. It means a lot. Thank
I'm
you
not
so much.
like enthusiastic about it, like hype about it. Like I'm not, cause I don't fuck with him. Because I'm not into like
You didn't f with Trippie?
the music.
Oh, okay.
I don't know Trippie.
Because you're doing
Cause I feel
stuff
like
that's more
I was
rage.
bigger. I feel like I was
Okay.
I was like doing shit that was more cooler. So Trife is like, yo, bro, let's just do it. We're here for no reason. We spent all our money. We might as well get something done. And I'm like, but I felt like I was bigger, more talented, shit like that. You know what I mean? Like,
But my remember of that time is that like Trippie was definitely bigger. Like you getting on polls with him was actually the moment where I was like, oh,
yeah, but
he's
remember,
gonna blow up.
I'm somebody that doesn't really follow that SoundCloud wave, like, and people are gonna be like, woo, woo, woo. But I wasn't musically in tune. I wasn't caught up. Trife Drew, which I give him all the credit for.
Everything 420 really is that one-stop shop. Whether you're looking for your go-to gear or something new and unexpected.
Just a random memory too is I remember thinking that you were kind of shady in the beginning too, because I'm watching your shit and there's some random black kid rapping on it, but his name's not in the title and shit, and I start to realize like, oh, that's this kid Zilla Kami but he's on the songs, but he's not in the title of the song because you had taken his name out of the song because you guys fell out.
Yeah.
And I remember just thinking like, that's weird. Like, and then I might have even had a conversation with Zillakami or whatever where he was like, yeah, I don't fuck with him.
We're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that.
Okay.
We're gonna get to that because that's a whole nother can of worms that maybe the No Jumper fans were gonna appreciate, and they don't want it to be rushed.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go into
Okay.
that, like
We should,
dissect it.
Let's do it.
But you not answering. Trev Drew said, let's go with Trippie Redd. And I said, all right, bro, let's just do it. I was so hyped about getting an interview with you. I'm like, yo, this is our moment to be like, you know, on the Suicide Boys. You remember Puya and Fat Nick? Mm-hmm. Puya and Fat Nick were lit at that
Bro,
time.
I
That was one of
remember
the
Puya
first
and
big
Fat
No
Nick.
Jumper
Yes.
songs.
So Puya.
Chat, Puya and Fat Nick 2013, the Buffet Boys, the Heart Attack album, chat. If you know, you know. Not a lot of people know though, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about strictly that era, the Heart Attack era, chat.
Puya and Fat Nick, Suicide Boys. X was just coming up.
Mm-hmm.
Who else? Who else was hot at that time?
In terms of that whole scene,
It was just Fat Nick and Puya. So anyway, I was like banking on this interview, and it was just like one of those have your hopes high gets killed moments. So anyway, long story short.
I keep feeling worse the more that you like
No,
point
it's
this
fine.
out. By the way,
No,
like
it's fine. Remember, I cleared it up. I said if it wasn't,
Yeah.
I believe if it wasn't for you, just not answering the phone, I
Yeah.
don't think I would have a Patek on right now. I don't think I would be at Steve's house right now. But remember, we don't know. We could just speculate and say, you know, like the what ifs, right?
Yeah,
we don't
yeah,
know
yeah.
what's gonna happen,
You
but
never know.
what I do know is that you not answering. We went to do the shit with Trippie Redd, and I met Elliot Grange, who is the son of Lucian Grange. And I hate when I say that because I feel like Elliot did work for all the shit he's accomplished.
he's made a lot out of himself over the
Yeah.
last few years in particular. Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's the whole. I feel like we touched all those topics of how we met,
Yeah.
how 6ix9ine became 6ix9ine with you not answering.
But okay, so I have a memory too that because I was looking at the dates. It's like I meet you, and then we do the interview like 4 or 5 months later, and then Gummo is like 4 or 5 months after that. So that's like pretty crazy to think all in the span of the year. I met you, you're like not really on much at that point, and then we do the and the other reason why I knew it was going crazy is because
All right, so let me give people timestamps.
okay,
When I came to meet you and you dubbed it, and I met Elliot,
yeah,
the second time I come around, and this is another Flowers to Slosher, you interviewed me when I came to do the song with Famous Dex.
oh yeah, I remember that.
So the song with J Stash was already done. When we do the song,
R.I.P.
R.I.P. Why?
He killed his girl in front of her kids.
Some Chris Benoit shit. But listen. Yeah, so when I come do the song with Famous Dex, that's when you interview me.
Yeah. The fire circle on the ground.
Bro, I don't talk facts. Like,
No, yeah.
bro, I'm like a memory book, bro.
Yep. You're filling in the gaps.
So
huh?
I literally, that's when you interview me, and I told Elliot, like, I know my worth. I'm not gonna sign to you because, like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm worth more than 50 grand. And just the next time I go fly back to New York, I'm like, I'm in need of money. I have no cell phone. I'm broke. My daughter's like, what I would say, like 2 years old at the time, and I'm like, I don't have money for Pampers and shit like that. And I said, you know what, Elliot, I'll take the 50K. But from you dubbing the first interview, I even met Elliot because Trippie was signed already all those months. So the 5th month after you dubbed the interview, I finally do the interview with you, but Trippie signed that whole time.
But in between that, in between us meeting for the first time, I remember I'm at like a project apartment in Harlem with like a bunch of Dipset dudes, and Hellrail and Duke the God are like, yo, show me some like new cool shit that you on. And I played polls, and like I just remember Hellrail just sitting there just being like, man, like, what the is happening? Like, it was just, I could see it in his eyes that he was like, hip hop is over. Like, the whole music game is, which, you know, from his perspective, I totally understand. But yeah, but anyway, we do the actual interview, and I remember posting a photo with you, and then like looking at your Instagram like the next day, and your following had gone from like 30K to like 80K. Like, you had blown past 69,000 followers in the course of 24 hours off of me posting one photo with you. And like, the photo didn't have music on it. There wasn't like a link or anything. It was just like, just a tag. And like, I don't know, like some percentage of the fans, they just saw you and they were just like, that's the guy. Like, we're interested in him.
I think at that time they was calling me the SoundCloud boss, no? Oh, that was after.
That was a
much
great
after.
meme too. You, Lil Wop, and Trippy, like, this is the final boss of SoundCloud.
Yeah.
Nah, I seen the picture, chat. I seen the picture, and they was talking about that they would throw like a Xan on the floor or something like that. Hold up, 6ix9ine, Lil Wop, Trippy, Red Pick. I remember I seen a meme, chat, of them talking about, oh, I'm gonna just throw a Xan on the floor and watch him fight over it, because they look like some bums. They look like some straight up bums. You feel me? Wait, where the fuck is that picture at, chat? Hold up. Trippy Red with Lil Wop. 6ix9ine Lil Wop. 6ix9ine Lil Wop. Where the fuck the picture at? Chat. For some reason it's not popping up, chat. Y'all know the picture though, you feel me? I don't know, like y'all gotta find the picture. You guys will find the picture like ASAP. It went viral, you feel me? Trippy Red. God damn. What's wrong with this shit? Why can't you find a simple picture that went viral back in 2K16? Or is this shit just like long gone? Like nobody, okay. It was like, this was pretty much the picture though, chat. Look, let me show y'all. Like, this was pretty much the picture right here. You know what I'm saying? It was this one. And pretty much they were saying, oh yeah, I'm gonna throw a Xan on the floor and watch these bums fight over it. Because I mean, I get it, you know what I'm saying? Like, chat, that's how it was though, you know what I'm saying? Like, people was just hating around that era, chat. It was funny, it was super funny though, chat. You feel me? I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, back to the video, chat. I just had to make a comment.
That was when you guys went and shot that video in Times Square after that.
I think I said, yeah, I got paid like another $300 for that. Yeah. It was hilarious.
And there was like a remix with Uno on it?
It was, no. The original is me, Trippy, and Uno.
Yeah, okay.
And then XXX did the remix because he liked the song so much.
Yeah.
So, I don't think I ever said this on any podcast, any interview, so I'm going to say it now. I mean, I think I did touch on it. Mm-hmm. You brought up Hell Row.
Oh, no.
No, I'm not going to shit on Hell Row, but a lot of people don't know this. I went to the studio one time with Sos Mula, right? And Dave East was there. So Sos Mula
like
wasn't Sos Mula.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Hit the like button, it helps me out.
Hoodlum from Harlem. He didn't have none of the tattoos on his face. His mom was the owner of a tattoo shop because they're Brazilian. And he just got out of jail. He was like just a regular hood dude from Harlem. He brings me to the studio with Dave East because him and Dave East were like friends. Mm-hmm. Dave East is in the studio with mad Crip niggas, like, you know what I mean? Like, just old heads, like, gang members, just straight, like, not into that weirdo rap, like Suicide Boys, what they call weirdo shit. Mm-hmm. Dave East has like 2 hot ass bitches there, right? Hot, like bitches I'm into, like BBL, Dominican shit. He's rapping and his like, oh, kick door to open, crack in my sock. You know, like trash shit, like, you know what I mean? Like boom bap shit, but on like what he thinks is fire. So Dave East at this time, 2015, 2016, he's on the XXL. So he's hot. Cause remember, Dave East made XXL 2015.
But he's like industry hot.
Industry hot, like XXL, Complex. Davies out of Harlem, blah, blah, blah. So it's probably like 16 people in the studio in quad. So Smoola brings me, he's like, I have my camera, like I'm lame as you know, dressed weird, colorful hair. So Davies puts me on the spot. He's like, yo, play some shit. Like, you rap, right? He's like, yeah, my son Fire, he hot, but he, like, on some other shit, like, he on some new sound. Like, So Smooth's hyping me up. Like, yo, he on some new shit. So he like, go ahead, get on the aux. So I play, like, some metal rap, like, what I was rapping, like, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But on some rap shit, everybody just started laughing. Like the bitches I like
Try to hit
started
that like
laughing.
button, chat. Thank you guys so much.
Like, I'm
Did
dead
that
ass.
affect you at the time?
Nigga, I was hurt.
Damn.
But then, fast forward 2018, Gummo come out and all that shit. I seen Davies again. I'm like, remember when y'all niggas was laughing?
What do you say?
What you gonna say? He didn't get in the party. Me, A Boogie was going to. Me and A Boogie was going to meet Lala Anthony for like this kid event she does in New York, and Davies was online. Davies was online to get in. He couldn't get in. I was like, yo, you want to come in? He was like, yeah. And I was like, nah.
Oh, no.
Yeah, because he laughed at me.
Now, he got a podcast with Jimmy and Fab and...
That shit is trash.
I've been meaning to watch it. You watched it?
I watched a clip of them saying that the reason Jim Jones picked up Mel Matrix
I did see that,
was
yeah.
because the jail
You
didn't...
can't pick him up there. You
know
have to get on the train.
You know that's bullshit, right?
I don't know. I've never been over there.
Like he said, the guards, that's so much bullshit, but it's like people that want to hate me, they're going to be like forced to believe it because it's like, if we don't believe it, we're going to have to take 6ix9ine side.
Yeah.
And we hate 6ix9ine, so let's just be like, yo, it's true. It's true. You ever seen when Mariah Lynn was screaming? It's like, my family. You seen that shit?
Yeah.
That's how haters of 6ix9ine would act.
They're
just
committed
because,
to it.
Yeah, they have to commit. It's like, it's either we commit or take his side.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So long story short, it's bullshit. When you get destined to a halfway house, your family could pick you up and take you to the you have 24 hours. Look this up. You have 24 hours to 72 hours to go to your halfway house. They give you a Metro card. They give you a plane ticket. They ask you, do you have family? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's bullshit. You know what I mean? It was just that there's no loyalty in that shit. You know what I mean? You don't see that small ass chain he gifted him?
I didn't actually see the chain, but...
He was so embarrassed that he put that small ass chain on him that he had to put his own chain on him. But then after the video was done, he took his chain back.
Oh, wait, so was this story looping around to Hell Rel, or was it just Dipset in general?
No, I was talking about old heads, so I brought up Davies after I heard him. After I heard Horror.
Everything 420 really is that one-stop shop. Whether you're looking for your go-to.
I mean, that is like, it's funny because, you know, you were like in your path to try to make it. You like worked with a bunch of artists that like did not make any sense for you to be working with. Like the fact that you have a Bodega Bams collab from that era. Like all these different artists.
Shout out to Righteous P. That was all Righteous P moves. Righteous P felt that was the right way to go.
Oh yeah. I mean, at that point in your career, you'll do whatever to try to get any kind of attention, right?
Bro, I was so hungry. I was like, I'm gonna make it no matter what. Imagine how much odds are against me. I'm Spanish. I'm not white or black, right? Suicide Boys are what?
White.
White. Puya and them, they could have Latin descent, but they were really considered white boys, right?
Yeah, for sure.
For sure, right?
We definitely thought of them as white.
Yeah, I thought of them as white.
Bones.
Was white as
People
fuck.
like that, yeah, that was that era, yeah.
Remember
yeah.
Bones?
Oh,
Bones
yeah.
was like
Pete,
long
all of
hair.
them.
Dark. Staring at the ground.
Yeah. And if you weren't white, you were black. Ski mask, XXX. So imagine a Mexican kid that's delivering food, all odds against him, no money. Nigga, I had it harder than all of those guys. Because
No cap, chat.
I keep saying it, and people want to ignore the facts. If you're not black, you're not allowed to rap English. Like people, Bad Bunny, nigga. English rap. Now, no interview has ever contested this and won. I did Vlad twice. I did Danza. I did Trap Lil Ross. I did Academics. Spanish people are not allowed to rap and not allowed to hip hop. You were born in Bushwick,
What y'all
Brooklyn,
think
right?
about
I mean,
this,
New Hampshire, but
think
you
it's facts or
right,
what?
Bushwick. How many Dominicans, Puerto Ricans, Mexicans, Colombians, whatever, is born into poverty with hip hop?
I mean, they're right there.
They're right there.
Yeah, yeah. But in terms of
In
who people want to
Miami,
listen to,
New York,
it's
you're
kind
not-
of profound how few Hispanic people have really made
You
it to
can't.
superstar status in
You
the rap
can't.
game.
It's hard.
Yeah.
If we can name 100 black people, we could, for the next 5 minutes, just keep naming.
Mm-hmm.
But to come up with Spanish people, we could take 30 minutes. It's going to be hard.
Yeah.
Now, people be like, but Fat Joe, nigga, Fat Joe was...
Straight up, I'm just gonna say this. D Baby, that Mexican OT, 6IX9INE, what's that one guy that pull up with a stick? He's trash, but I guess he made it somehow. And then you have, who else would it be, Chad? Cardi B. And then you have, I don't know if you could consider Pitbull. And then, let me see, who else, brother? I don't know, Chad. Let me know in the comments. Tell me all the Hispanic rappers y'all personally know, you feel me, that are, you know what I'm saying? They're kind of mainstream, you feel me? Obviously, yeah, there's a bunch of them, but I'm talking about the mainstream ones, you feel me? And then you got Suede, Moneybag, Bag Chaser, Suede, and then you got the Cali rappers, you feel me? And then you got who's the other guy? The little retarded little guy, you feel me? Smiley or something from over there. He made a song with Kendrick. I don't remember his name though, chat. Anyways, hit that like button, chat. If you guys were watching, let's keep on going.
It was literally in 2002. It's embarrassing that we have to name a Spanish rapper from back in the day.
Yeah.
Oh no, but Cypress Hill.
Ooh, Lefty Gunplay. I forgot. Lefty Gunplay. That's the little retarded man I was talking about, chat. My bad.
Name me one Cypress Hill song. I can't.
Jump around.
All right, what? You're from LA, right? Are they from LA?
Yeah.
Are they from LA?
I think, yeah. Everybody thought they were from Boston, but I think they were from LA.
Yeah.
But either way, that's How's the Pain?
It's-
Dope. One song. Oh, also, they're not Hispanic. I don't even know why we're talking
No?
about them. No, you're thinking of Cypress Hill.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, wait, I thought you said House of Pain.
No, Cypress Hill.
This is why you can't have
Because
drink.
I just see those-
Cypress Hill, yeah, all right.
Yeah, I just
Hits
see
from
those
the
comments.
Bong, Temples of Boom. I used to listen to them a lot in like elementary school.
But elementary school for you was
The 90s, mid-90s,
Bro,
yeah.
what? That's not embarrassing that you have to name shit from back in the day.
No, yeah. I mean,
Why?
even in
All right,
LA.
Let's talk about
LA is like all Hispanic people,
black artists.
Mexicans.
Let's just for 5
Very
minutes,
few have made
for
it.
5 minutes, right? Let's
Yeah.
name black rappers that are successful.
Just all of them.
All right, Waji,
Blueface.
Meek Mill,
Freeway.
Offset,
Quavo.
Takeoff,
Quavo praying with a blunt in his hand.
Juice WRLD,
X.
Ski Mask.
We could literally do this
That's
for 5 minutes. yeah.
embarrassing. All right, now let's do Spanish artists.
That Mexican OT and D Baby, who you offended.
All right,
yeah.
no, I didn't offend because I'm Mexican. But listen, has Mexican OT? Let's just speak facts. Has Mexican OT reached mainstream, or he has a Mexican fan base?
Yeah, not mainstream.
Exactly.
Nah, he is mainstream, Chad. He's super mainstream, you feel me? And then I feel like his fan base is mainly white people, I'm not gonna lie. Like, okay, Mexican OT, he says he's Mexican, Chad, but I feel like he's really like Tex-Mex, you feel me? Like, he's kind of like whitish, like he doesn't really speak Spanish. I don't think he speaks a fucking Spanish. Kind of like Peso. Shout out to all of them, though. They're all cool people. I'm just saying, they're Mexican artists with Mexican descent, but they don't make Spanish music at the end of the day. Like 6IX9INE, I mean, 6IX9INE was really an Osabo kid, but he started making Spanish music, you feel me? Like, he really, like, forced himself into the Latin market, you feel me? So I shout out to him. Shout out Mexican OT, shout out Peso. I met them before. I haven't met Mexican OT, but I met Peso, cool people, you feel me? But I'm just saying, for me, at the end of the day, I feel like there's a difference between Tex-Mex and then just like a true Mexican who's just like, you know, I'm Mexican as fuck.
Has Quavo had mainstream?
Yeah.
Has Offset? Had Juice WRLD? Has X? Has Rick Ross? Right? Drake? Right? Nicki Minaj? Right? Diddy? Right?
Were you conscious of this during your come up?
No, it's
Like
just,
how hard it was gonna be?
it's hard, bro. Let's go back to Spanish. Let's take 10 minutes right now. Go ahead.
Okay.
Little Pump.
For sure. But you gotta
No,
understand.
wait, hold on. I want people to know
LA
how.
is the center
All right, I
of the
want
universe
people-
for Mexican rappers trying to make it.
Let's not
and there's very few success
but let's
stories.
not distract, right?
Yeah.
I want people to show how hard it is, right? To be in hip hop as a Spanish artist.
Yeah.
Don't give me a Bad Bunny English song.
I don't listen to this. I don't.
No? All right.
Bad Bunny is total foreign shit. to
It's
me.
foreign because why? It's in Spanish, but people's like, no, Bad Bunny, nigga, Bad Bunny is not a rapper, nigga. He's a reggaeton
But
artist.
what do you think the root of people
No, but let's
preferring
go.
to hear music from black people over Mexican people is?
That's what I'm saying.
But what do you think the
figured
real
out.
reason why is?
I don't know. But remember, if I go straight to racism, it's like, no, what this guy's trying to put a race card. So what is it?
You don't think there's something about the soul of black people?
What do you mean?
I don't know. You think there's like something inherent to black people that makes like stereotypically black people are good dancers? I think it makes sense to be
Yo,
like
what the
maybe stereotypically black people are just better at music. They got that soul. I mean, they say it. Black people love to get on Twitter and say we got soul and white people don't.
All right.
They might have a point.
No, it's not that, because look at Eminem, right?
Right.
Why is he so big? Because white people go and attract to like, oh, I can't be black, but I could be an Eminem, right? Look at a G-Eazy. Look at an MGK. Look at a Jack Harlow.
We've never
Wait,
seen
look at
a
a
white.
Russ.
We've never seen
Wait,
a
hold
white
on,
Pooh
I can still
Shiesty.
name it.
We've never seen a white
No,
gangster.
all right, your white Pooh Shiesty is Eminem.
No, but he's not. None of the value proposition with Eminem is being tough or gangster. With Pooh
What about
Shiesty,
I think the white Pooh Shiesty is that dude from Florida. The cracker got an AR, like he's shooting school. What's his name? Rugrat, 1400 Rugrat.
The new guy, the
if
Rugrat
Pooh
kid.
Shiesty
Rugrat,
tells,
exactly.
it's over.
What about the Rugrat?
He's doing his thing.
No,
He's got a lot of
Pooh
potential.
Shiesty could tell, and people would sweep it under the rug. Like the same way people sweep it under the rug.
T Grizzly.
T.I., Gunna, T Grizzly, Young Thug.
Okay, but like if Pooh Shiesty gets his chain took, and they pistol whip him, beat the dog shit out of him. Look at Shy Glizzy. Shy Glizzy gets beat up, gets his chain taken one time, it's over. Because the whole thing was that him being super gangster.
Shy Glizzy came back though.
With what?
With that song. What was that song by Shy Glizzy he came back to?
The White Girl song, was that after?
Nah, it was a Shy Glizzy song. He came back after he got robbed and
I'm just saying, like, if your whole thing is being gangster, it's very hard to continue after that. But no white guy, like if MGK gets beat up, who the f cares?
No one cares.
If G-Eazy gets beat up, who cares? They're not supposed to be tough guys, so it don't matter. Black people have like a monopoly on gangster hip hop content.
yeah, but they
Sliver of Hispanic people.
Yeah. So what I was trying to, say is just like I had it harder than everybody else because I had something to prove. You know what I mean?
No, I feel it, for sure. But, all right, so we do that interview.
Yep.
4 months later, Gummo comes out. What changes in that time period, and how conscious was the decision of me uniting with these Bloods is going to change my perception? Because I definitely think that you could have been a big rapper. You could have been a Suicide Boys level rapper, but for sure it felt like your association at that time kind of took it to a different level. And shout out to Suicide Boys, obviously they're huge, you know?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. So when we did the interview, right? XXX is huge at this time. Like meaning in the underground era. He has Look at Me, but it's like it wasn't Moonlight yet.
Yeah, because I interviewed him a year before you, and he was blowing up,
Yeah.
but it was.
Remember, he was in jail for the shit.
Yeah, that's
And
when
everybody
it
was waiting
nuts,
for him to
yeah.
get out.
Yeah.
Shout out to Everything 420. It's like the
So while everyone was waiting for him to get out, shout out to Solomon Sounds, my boy. He was XXX manager at the time. Solomon Sound's best friend was Chris Higator. So my mom was sick in the hospital 2017 summertime. And right before summer, like May, June, or July, one of those 3 months. Everybody knows at this point I'm trying to do anything to make it, right? I know all odds are against me. My mom is sick in the hospital. I hit up Solomon Sounds on Instagram. Say, yo, look at me, bro. Give me a chance. I probably still have the message if you want facts, right?
I believe you.
So I'm like, yo, bro, give me a chance, bro, this, that, and the third. And he said, yo, come meet me at this Starbucks right now. I got the host team over there. So I'm in Bellevue Hospital with my mom. She's on a hospital bed. And I leave the Bellevue Hospital and I walk down First Avenue all the way to the Starbucks, all the way on Soho. So imagine, for people that from New York, Bellevue Hospital is like on First Avenue and just locate Bellevue Hospital, right? No, just locate Bellevue Hospital. I walked from Bellevue Hospital to a Starbucks that was all the way in Soho.
Probably 40 blocks.
45-minute walk.
Okay.
40-minute walk. So I go, I'm sweating, I'm with me, Tribe Drew, and I believe
Only
Linda.
Hummer, yes it is. It's a full interview,
was
brother.
a girl that we used for a car, but we didn't drive that day. And shout out to you,
Chat,
Linda.
go ahead, hit that like button, chat. I'm giving y'all the full interview, chat. Thank y'all
I
for
go
watching.
there, Solomon comes out for 2 seconds. He's like, yo, I'm mad busy right now. Yo, just tell my boy all you need to know. Da-da-da. Chris Higator, his best friend, comes out and is like, give me your number, blah, blah, blah. So we end up signing a management deal with his best friend, thinking that he's going to connect me with X, this, that, and the third. Chris Higator, best friend is Seiko Billy. So you see how everything starts aligning?
Got it. Okay.
So
then-
every studio session that Chris Higator will book, Seiko Billy will be there.
Right.
And then Seiko Billy that you interviewed is part of the 9 Trey Bloods, and he was who introduced me to Shotty the first day we shot Gummo.
Did you know any Bloods or any gang
Of
members
course,
at that
yeah.
point?
But
Like
there was-
casually?
in Sumner projects where I'm from, there was a lot of Sex Money Murder. You know, there was a lot of Hercs. You know, bro. But remember the shit that I just did with Trap Lord Ross?
Yeah.
People don't understand that being in a gang doesn't make you tough, right? And I try to give shitty ass analogies like, look at Charlie Kirk, the guy who killed him. He was standing on business. He did it for whatever he did, right? And it's not like a diss to Charlie Kirk. I'm just saying, regular people like Luigi Mangione killing the and allegedly, right? But just say he was the one who killed the CEO of the healthcare. Being in a gang doesn't make you tough. There's people who are not in a gang that stand on business. You know, we're all born into poverty. We're all born into these minorities where, you know, everybody wants to make it out. People look at it as like, oh, you joined the Bloods, the gang for an image. Nigga, no. When I met Shotty and them, you know, I seen the momentum, right? But me saying, oh, no, I'm going to turn Blood for success, that doesn't make sense to a person that's from New York, because we all grown up around Crips, Bloods. In New York, it's Crips, Bloods, dominated, right?
Yeah.
There's neutral people who just stand on shit, you know what I mean? And I don't know if I'm explaining it right, but being in a gang don't make you tough. It just doesn't.
Would you say that you were naive to the risks associated with spending that much time or being that closely linked to gang members?
Like, what do you mean?
Like, I mean, obviously so many bad things kind of like eventually stemmed from you being associated with the gang that wouldn't have happened if you had just been like, you know what, I'm going to get full-time security and post up in the crib and not really, you know, you being associated with that street element is what got you in so many issues.
So now let me explain to you. Me doing that, I wouldn't live that whole 2018 run, because I'll be like, yo, you guys just come off a music video. I was actually living that Like, alright, this what we doing. We running down on niggas. I bet we gonna go test that nigga. I bet we gonna go rob that nigga. I bet we gonna go do this.
Chat, 2018 Tekashi was the ultimate trolling, chat. Like, this guy was a fucking troll in 2K18, chat. 2K17 as well. Like, just trolling everybody, beefing with everybody. That's literally the method, chat. The controversial beefing with everybody method, chat. Just be like 6ix9ine. You want to get some clout, you want to go famous, you start beefing with your favorite rapper, with your with your opposition, you feel me? I'm a guest, you feel me?
I lived that. Imagine me do the alternative thing. Yo, get security, do this, do that, I would do this. I wouldn't be the 6ix9ine that I am today. I went to jail for all that shit, thinking these guys were my brothers. You know, these guys were sleeping on rugs. You know what I mean? These guys didn't have shit. Like if we're being honest, Mel Murder, right, being the godfather of non-trade, was living with his baby moms on Marcus Garvey and Gates. But these are facts people gonna ignore because they're like, oh shit, let's act like we didn't hear that.
But I mean, to normal people, or like to me, it's not a surprise at all if you were to tell me like all these gangster dudes from all these gangs in LA that go viral talking about shit, talk about street politics on Instagram, whatever, like vast majority of them don't have any money. There's just not that many ways to make money as a street dude. You're not going to be a crack kingpin. You're not really running a prostitution ring that you're making crazy amounts of money off, like, you know. But what you are going to get yourself into is a lot of bullshit, because these are the types of dudes who are sleeping on rugs. So when you come out saying like, yeah, these are some dirty bloods, we were all shocked, but also most people who've been around New York knew that.
But I said that at the end.
Yeah.
I didn't say that like when I was with him. I said that at the end when I just seen how disloyal they were. Because remember, at that time, the feds already picked me up. And we're like, yo, we offer you protection. Everybody knows it's public. They're going to skip that part, that I denied the protection.
But they didn't tell you like we have a bunch of shit on you.
They can't.
Okay.
They can't. They told my lawyer, because I went with Lance Lazaro, and they told him, listen, we're investigating your client, but we can't discuss like in detail what, but he is being investigated, and we have every right to believe his life is in danger. Does he want the protection or not? And I was like, nah, like I don't want it. And for me denying the protection, they took us all down November 18th because they intercepted the wiretaps with like Jim Jones, Shotty, and Mel.
Shout out to Everything 420. It's like the Amazon for.
So do you believe that Jim Jones is working with the feds and that's why he never got in trouble for those phone calls? Or do you think those phone calls are just not incriminating enough?
You could sit there and be naive, right? If you like, yo, homie gotta get violated, man. You know what I mean? Everybody get arrested, and they use those wiretaps in the trial.
Yeah.
So if you're using wiretaps that were in the trial to convict 9Trey members, why are you not arrested with us? You're 9Trey. All you rep is pulling with the bees and all this and 9Trey, and you rep all of that. People that don't like me gonna be like, nigga, what? It's clear as day. You're on a wiretap. Everyone gets arrested but you. Like, what, you just want to be stupid and not be like, oh shit, you right? But remember, people are fighting like, if we agree with him, he's right. But if we disagree with him, we're like, no, but, no, but, no, but, you know, you're just fighting it. It's clear as day.
I mean, I've had a lot of other people like Whack suggest that he doesn't see why Jim was never facing charges.
Do you know John Gotti?
I'm aware of him.
John Gotti had a wiretap to kill Sammy the Bull.
Right.
Damn.
John Gotti and the person he was on the phone with to kill Sammy the Bull were indicted because of that wiretap.
Yeah. Saying super violate him, it feels like it would be hard to make the case that that means kill him in court though, right?
All right, fine. So why did Shotty and Mel get arrested for that?
I mean, then they have a bunch of other shit on them.
They were being investigated since 2013. Who was Jim Jones' enforcer since 2009, 8?
Right.
Who?
Mel? Yeah.
Like, am I making this up? Like, are you just guessing names? So my thing is, if you've been a 9 Trey member since 2009, I don't meet these 9 Trey members since till 2000, late 2017.
Right.
Why are you arrested?
Yeah.
It's, bro, I'm just stating facts. Like, I don't know how is you have
gotta go with
to
the
not
facts,
want to
chat.
believe the truth. Like, if your mom is trying to tell you, yo, Santa's not real, Santa Claus is not real, and you're just so in denial that you don't want to hear it, you're just gonna make up every excuse. There's no point. You know what I mean?
So I never planned on even saying this on camera, but when I was in New York most recently, I went to the Bronx and filmed this vlog with like a bunch of Bloods shooting a music video up in the Bronx, right? Everybody got the red rags on. It's like Gummo Part 2. And the next day, Jim Jones has like some random dudes like waiting outside my hotel and shit. And one of them like came over and took a picture with me, acting like a fan. But like everybody I was with peeped the energy that like we could tell that this wasn't that. And then like, I don't know, like they didn't do anything, but it was like Jim Jones still being on his like weird intimidation program of trying to, he really like wanted to let me know like you can't come out here and hang out with a bunch of Bloods in the Bronx without like getting permission from me. Cause I had been trying to interview him on that trip, but it was right after the Rolling 60s Rico. So even though it don't make any sense, he's like, oh, like No Jumper's the feds. No Jumper's the feds because Brick Baby got caught up on this Rico, even though he didn't get charged for anything that has to do with No Jumper.
Yeah, but you did it, right?
Did what?
Like, you filmed with the Bloods.
Yeah, we went and did the whole video. It was whatever. It was fine. All good vibes. Everybody was cool.
So what message did he send you?
He didn't message me, but he was talking to somebody that I was with, acting crazy as just acting like he was going to get me hurt or whatever. And these
But
dudes
that's
are
not
waiting outside my
embarrassing.
hotel.
Yo, can you Google real quick, Don? How old is Jim Jones?
He's probably a solid 50, right? I seen a meme
That's
today.
not, but that's not embarrassing. Like, you're 50, 49, 50.
Take a guess right now.
Let's take a guess. Take a guess.
Whoever got the closest number wins $20.
I'm gonna say 50 on the dot.
I'm gonna go 49 on the dot.
Mafi says 49.
I'm gonna say 40. I'm gonna say 48.
He's 49. Yeah.
49. Which, for the record, legend. One of my favorite rappers from when I was young. But I don't know. I feel like a lot of stuff in the light looks a little silly coming from him.
Yeah, you're 49 years old talking about blood shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like at the end of the day, bro, you have white hairs on your beard. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just embarrassing. You know what I mean?
But you think there's a time limit on that shit, or like a time where you should just kind of pivot out of that? Become a different person?
I don't know. What would you do?
I would hope that I would be a little bit, you know, more aligned with where my age was at
That's
that
your
point.
answer, bro. Like, he's 49 gang banging. Academics is my boy. They tell academics all the time, nigga, start a family. Like, if academics gotta start a family at 30, nigga, stop gangbanging at 50, nigga. Like, you know what I mean?
But do you think that about yourself? Like, there's gonna be a time where you gotta just put a suit on?
Yeah, of course. Well, you know, dress your age, you know what I mean? Like, you can still do other shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, party hard, but do it in a suit, nigga. Like, you know what I mean? Like, dress your age.
I mean, we would think of Charlie Kirk differently
He's
if
40.
if Charlie Kirk was wearing a hoodie and cut off jean shorts, nobody would be as likely to have taken him seriously as an intellectual or as a political figure, you know? Like, you're really telling the world something about yourself by rocking the suit, even though for me, it sounds
I'm not
horrible.
gonna lie,
I'd rather
just
wear
put it
some
like this.
sweats.
You know what hurt Jim Jones' ego? That versus with Dipset
Lox.
versus the
D-Block,
Lox.
yeah.
When Jadakiss got on the mic and said, none of these niggas live in Miami. These niggas live in Miami. I'm on the block. Ever since that versus, and look it up, Jim Jones moved back to New York and started, I'm on the block like now. Like, you know what I mean? That versus, what's his name? Jadakiss exposed these niggas. Like, these niggas live in Miami. Like, I'm on the block still. Like, you know what I mean? Which at the end of the day, it's 2025. That happened 2020, 2021. You know what I mean? These niggas is old, bro. Like, why are we even like...
Nah, definitely.
You know?
Shout out to Everything 420. It's like the Amazon for every.
Me and you had another weird
Hit that
encounter
like
at one
button,
point
chat.
on
Hit that
Melrose.
like
You
button
were
if you
in like the
watching, chat. Thank you
store
guys so much
next
for
to
watching.
my store on Melrose.
It was like a sneaker store, no?
Yeah, and I just kind of like walk in and randomly see you, and I don't remember exactly what time this was, but I feel like this was like right after Trippy started going at you about the charges that he had just found out about.
No, he didn't just find out. He always knew about that.
Okay, but he had just like recently made this his campaign, and so you're Mr. Canceled that week or whatever. And I remember seeing you and shaking your hand, saying what up. But it was like, you know, you're smart. You're looking at me in the eye, and you can tell that that's what I'm thinking about. And so, you know, I kept it short. I was like, yo, how you doing? It's good to see you, blah, blah, blah. But then I kept it moving. And I felt like me and you never had a conversation after that because you immediately looked at me as like, all right, like, he's not going to hold me down while I'm going through this shit. He's not going to like really, I might have said hi to you, but I'm not
Chat, hit
being
that
100%
like button,
cool to you.
chat.
And you were just immediately like, I'm never with him again. So then after that, you blow up and you were like, you know what, like,
Hit that like button, chat. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hit that like button. Thank
was me
you.
on my way into the game.
Yeah, I'm very
Loyalty focused.
yeah, but I'm very observant. Like, you know what I mean? And I see what Trippy was doing. Me and Trippy was cool. So I think what happened with Trippy is just clear as day. He introduces me to his label owner, right? Because the label owner requests it, which is Elliot. I go do the meeting with Elliot. Elliot signs me. Offered me the deal somewhat around, that time. 7 months, 8 months later, when I take the deal, he's like, yo, this kid is growing faster than me. I need something because remember, this is 2017. Those charges with the minor was 2015. He grabbed onto that, said, I need to throw as much dirt on his name. He's already signed to Elliot, like my label owner. I need to create some type of controversy or say something so, to get him dropped from the label.
Stop your momentum.
Stop his momentum. Everything, like, I'm cool. Me and Trippy never had an argument.
So there was no personal beef that led to him saying that.
So 2017 was when I signed to Elliot. Those charges were in 2015.
Right.
He always knew about it because at this time, I'm no longer with Zilakami. He said Zilakami send it to him. It was just like, I don't know how to control this anymore. I need to stop him in some way, somehow, see if people stop with him. And Trippy goes on that campaign of like, yo, this kid is a pedophile. I need the world to know. And I made a video, in the car eating. I'm like, yo, why you doing that? We never had an argument. And I clear it up. And I sat with academics at a restaurant.
Yeah.
I explained the whole situation. And people were like, oh, they looked into it. They were like, okay, why is he dying in jail? If there was a girl that was raped or if there was a girl that was, taken advantage of, why is he not in jail? He doesn't have, at that time, 2015, I have no money. That was even before I met you. That was Bodega Bam times, Shinigami.
But even during that whole time period when I knew you weren't with me, I felt like people were being like pretty disingenuous about how they talked about that situation. Because people are really getting on podcasts and being like, 6ix9ine's a pedophile. I'm like, if you read what he was accused of, he like...
Chat, Adam was literally one of the people who was calling 6ix9ine a PDF. You feel me? Like, bro, you are one of them, chat. Come on.
Hopped in a music video with a girl and then basically figured out she was underage when the cops showed up at your door.
Yeah.
Because you were the one who uploaded it. But you made a good point, which you kind of reiterated like 100 times to Vlad, which was basically like, why would I upload it if I knew that?
And then people were like, well, you'll upload it and whatever, right? But the judge, so you're saying Instagram commenters and like YouTube lawyers and like internet lawyers, right, are smarter than a judge, a state judge. A state judge, before he or she lays down a sentence, they dissect facts, there's mitigating factors that come into play. There's sentencing submissions, right, from the prosecutors and thing. A judge is not going to say, hey, you know what, there was a child involved, take probation. No judge is going to do that. A judge sees the facts, sees everything submitted, sees what these Instagram lawyers and YouTube lawyer commenters and right, and they're like, no, but oh my God, you know what I mean? It's just like, yo, bro, these are the facts. Why are you so mad at it? I know in their heads, they're like, I hate him so much, I want to believe my own truth. But just look at the sentencing minutes. Look at the judge. The judge is like,
You didn't get any jail time, and you
No
got
jail time.
How long was the probation?
no, it got dismissed right there because
Oh.
I was sentenced October 29th or 27th of 2018. And when I caught my RICO case, November 18th of 2018, that canceled out because I caught the RICO case. But the
Okay.
probation was probably like, if I'm not mistaken, what, 2 years?
Yeah. So okay, we got to rewind a little bit. Why did you fall out with Zillakami? I want to know your version of that, especially given that his career has had some weird twists and turns over the last year or so.
And shout out to Righteous P, but it's so ironic that they try to push this pedophile story and then he gets caught with a minor.
And he's like
Damn, for real?
MIA now.
God
like I
damn.
feel like
Yeah,
he's-
after the whole minor shit. You know what I mean?
God
But
damn.
that's not ironic. And shout out to Righteous P, you know what I mean? Like, I think me and Righteous P are cool now. From my, understanding and feelings, right? Me and Righteous P talking. But touching this topic, I don't know, I don't want to disrespect him, but you see how just God works. And knowing Righteous P, he's an energy guy. I'm like, no, he ain't God. But Righteous P is a great person, apart from, the differences I had with his little brother. If people don't know, Righteous P is the guy who found me and decided and made me a rapper and discovered 6ix9ine working at a bodega. But Righteous P little brother, actual little brother, same mom, same dad as Zillakami. So Zillakami calls me a pedophile, tries to get Trippy to turn on me, feeding him this information.
But you fell out way before that because you had already taken
I fell out with
Zillakami because you had already taken his name out of your videos when I met you.
2016, 2015.
Okay.
16, I was saying. So Zillakami wasn't part of Scum Gang. We started Scum Gang, I would say 2014.
What's SCUM stand for again?
Society Can't Understand Me.
There you go.
I got it as my first tattoo.
I always liked that, honestly.
Yeah. So me and Righteous P discovers me in this bodega 2012, 2011, I would say. Says you start rapping, blah, blah. We attempt this rapping shit 2013, 2014 during Hot Nigga, you know what I mean? Like Bobby Shmurda and the Fetty Wap era. So we tried this rap shit 2014, I would say 2015, 2016. 3 years we're trying this rap shit. We're like, yo, let's try it. I guess he gets tired of like, yo, this shit's not going anywhere. You caught this case, I linked you with So Smoola. It's not going anywhere. Let's try putting my brother in. His brother was probably 16, 17 at the time, 2016. And I could see like they're trying to replace me with So Smoola and Zillakami. I'm not stupid. Like we just spoke about, I'm very observant. So I see that they're trying to replace me. And one day they're like, yo, you're not doing what we're telling you to do. They changed my password to my Instagram. And when they changed the password to my Instagram, like that was the last straw for me because I was like, yo, were you guys trying to delete me? Like, you know what I mean? And if I'm not mistaken, they was like, nigga, we made you, we could delete you. I'm like, no, you cannot. I was right on the email with Instagram. I'm like, nigga, this is me, this is my passport, nigga. You know how they make you hold up your ID and you're like this?
Yeah.
That was me.
Nah, definitely.
Yeah, and then I got my Instagram back and all like, yo, fuck Zillakami, these niggas.
Okay.
And that's what I felt, you know what I mean? at that time, and I'm just like, and then, you know, fast forward 2017, I meet Trippy. They see that like, oh my God, he's signed to the same label as Trippie Redd with this Elliot Grange guy.
Start going hard.
They start going, telling Trippie, yo, you know this guy's a pedophile, da da da. And Trippie's like, you know what? Yeah, he's growing too fast. He's a pedophile, and that's how it happened.
It's crazy because like you look at that scene at that time, like so much good music could have came from you, Zilla, Trippie, etc., staying on good terms. You know, like if you guys had been like the way that like at a certain point Future and Thug and the Migos were and shit, where they're just going back and forth doing verses for each other. I mean, that would have been like a kind of golden era for that era of music, and instead it kind of like felt like it just sort of fizzled out at a certain point.
Yep. Like I said, I don't think I would have blew up with that underground shit. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna tell you why. Look how long Trippie. Don't mind that. Zilla Kami and Sos Mula been rapping since 2016, 15, 16. They just blew up, what we would say, 2022.
Something like that, yeah.
Remember they had the World Star shit and, you know, all their success in the underground. Because people looked at him more like a new XXX.
Kind of, but
How?
People were like looking for X's replacement for all these years. Like that whole rage sound just kind of disappeared.
For people that don't know this, yo, my God, damn. This is something nobody knows, and I'm gonna expose it here. You remember the Zilla Kami's famous bazooka picture?
Yes.
That the first person to ever do it was Rondo number 9? No, it was Rondo number 9.
Yeah,
you remember?
Yeah, but then what, didn't it belong to Slosher?
And then it belonged to Slosher.
Yeah, yeah.
So shout out to Slosher. So
because all right, the crazy thing is that in that vlog that we did, Slosher says something about having a rocket launcher, and then he told me that the cops went to his house.
No, the feds broke down his door.
Like a couple days after that vlog came out, which keep in mind at the time, I'm a YouTuber from LA. I'm not thinking that New York cops are watching what I got going on. Like that blew my mind. But it wasn't a rocket launcher, right? It was the rocket launcher practice, because the same thing with Rondo. Like he had like the training missile launcher thing.
No.
It wasn't the real deal.
I
don't
wasn't in
believe.
the picture no more.
Oh, okay. But that's crazy.
But they stole that from Slosher.
Yeah. But would you say that at that time you were more of a fan of the drill music and shit than the underground sound?
Yeah.
Because when you say put a hole in his head, he a dolphin, that's a L.A. Capone lyric.
Yeah, that wasn't L.A. Capone.
That a lot of people from that era kind of recycled that, but like it always stood out to me as like, oh, he's probably more of a fan of the street shit, so that was probably more of a natural thing.
I was
for
a
you
big
anyway.
fan of Rondo number 9.
Yeah.
Everybody knows this, you know what I mean? That these bitches and they hang with me. You know, the song is old, but if you play it, I know every word to it. You know what I mean? I'm a big fan of Hang With Me by Rondo. I'm a big fan of Play for Keeps with L.A. Capone and Rondo.
Shout out to Everything 420. It's like the
That was a crazy turnover. Was it like comment,
You know, Rondo
chat?
number 9.
Go ahead, hit that
was
like button,
like-
chat, if you're watching. Thank you
If
so
it
much
wasn't
for watching, chat.
A$AP Rocky and Rondo number 9 were like my influences to
Really?
be a rapper, yeah.
Rocky, huh? How you feel about how his career has fared?
Nah, I mean, the thing he's good. He's has babies with Rihanna.
But when you look at his musical career and the fact
Damn,
that
we made him sound like a baby mama.
well, I mean, it's true. Like all right, like say you made $10 million off crypto, but your rap career completely falls off. We could all look at it and be like, shit, he's killing it in one way. But like ultimately we all,
Yo, that's
not you, but like I'm just saying, like we all judge each other based off like music ultimately, because that's kind of how we all know each other, right? Like if you make $100 million off your girl, it's like shit. You win, but also like everybody in the rap game is always going to be like, you know, he didn't make it as a rapper, so we're going to look at him a certain way. I don't know. I mean, I was a huge Rocky fan, and I see him trying to like float singles. He keeps trying to float singles, and they don't take off, so then he won't put an album out. So now he hasn't put an album out for like 8 years.
And bro, I understand it, but listen, I'm a big ass Rocky fan. A$AP Rocky, I'm a big ass like, you know what I mean? Like, bro, this kid influenced my whole career. Like,
No cap. He
from
really
What's
did,
Up to Angels. If I'm not mistaken, sorry, it's 2012, 2011.
Yeah.
Angels, what's up? I'll be that pretty. Ian Dior, remember Ian Dior? Shabba Rank, Shabba.
Well, that's ASAP
Ranks.
Ferg.
Yeah, but Ian Dior was in it with ASAP Rocky.
Was he?
Yeah. Work
Ian
remix.
Dior.
Like,
You
yo,
mean
bro, that.
Ian Connor, Ian Connor has had me blocked on Instagram for like the past 10 years. Since 2016, chat. 2015, really. Like, Ian Connor has had me blocked on the gram.
That was like my inspiration, like what put the battery in my back to be like motivated, like, yo, I gotta make it. You know what I
But
mean?
you were spending a lot of time in Harlem and shit around then too, or?
No, fuck no.
No? Okay.
No. I don't even think ASAP is from Harlem.
He's not?
He's from the South Bronx, right?
Oh, for real?
If I'm not mistaken, yeah.
Oh, shit, that's crazy.
I think ASAP Ferg was from thing and ASAP Yams, which were Harlem natives, and you know, remember they were so ill with the shit. Remember Ghost Perp, they took his whole
Space
shit.
Ghost Perp, yeah,
Space
yeah,
Ghost
yeah.
Perp. What was it called? Black Clan or some shit like
Raider
that?
Clan.
Raider Clan, bro. They took their
Raider
whole
Clan,
shit.
You were born a
Raider-
few years earlier, you could have been a Raider Clan.
Damn.
For real? What age is that?
Shit, I don't know, but when I was hanging out with like Xavier Wolf and
Bro,
Bones.
they talking about a stupid throwback, chat. They're talking about like 2011, chat, right now. Like, if you don't know exactly what they're talking about, chat, you too young. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm 25, you feel me? I feel like I'm young, but then again, I guess I'm you feel me, at this point. But, bro, 2011, bro, I was 11 years old, bro, 10 years old, bro. I was listening to this shit. I was Raider Clan, ASAP Rocky, all the ASAP mob people, you feel me? Bro, this time was a great fucking time. It was like 2016 all over again, but you know, in a different category. You feel me? It's had its own category. You know, we've had different eras. We had the Chief Keef era. We obviously had the ASAP era. We had the fucking SoundCloud era where all these fucking SoundCloud rappers came up from. You know, we had the West Khalifa era. We had the YMCMB era. Then we had the Odd Future era. You know what I'm saying? So it's different eras, Chad. So this a whole different era we're talking about. We currently talking about the ASAP era. You feel me? Which Raider Clan was part of that. You feel me? Like they were part of that movement with like New York and shit. You feel me? Flatbush Zombies. You feel me? We'll see who they bring up as well, Chad. But yeah, just peep some game.
And then that was like, they were fresh off leaving Raider Clan to start their own thing in like 2016, you know? Like there was this moment where that shit looked like it was gonna be huge, but then it actually fell apart because Perp had like a journalist following him, like a writer from the Fader, and they said something he didn't like, so he punched him in the face.
Who did that?
Perp, Space Ghost Perp.
Oh, okay.
And then that up, like that created a lot of tension.
Yeah,
there's
bro.
a crazy story about ASAP and Raider Clan like fighting at a festival and shit.
because I'm not gonna lie, ASAP Rocky was my idol like before my come up, and you know, there was all these YouTube videos how ASAP Rocky ran off with Space Ghost Perp.
Yeah.
Space Ghost Perp.
Yeah. And
Am I saying it right?
Yeah, and kind of blackballed him a little bit.
Ran with his shit, blackballed him, but then everybody was stealing 3-6 Mafia's sound.
That's a fact.
So, bro, like, I'm so in tune with this shit, like, you know what I mean? I was just a fan of just the whole movement. And then ASAP Rocky got mainstream after all the shit, and it was like, I like bad bitches on my bro. When he came out with that, bro, I was just like, yeah, this is my idol.
Which is
it
crazy
was
because.
all
And then I
After
met
that,
him
Chad.
during the ASAP Yams day, and we stabbed like 3 security guards.
Wait, for real?
Yeah.
I didn't know there was stabbings
Yeah, it
going
was
on.
like
That
the
was a
ASAP
crazy
Yams
moment.
day, yeah.
Because everybody blamed you as if like 6ix9ine has no respect for ASAP Yams.
Yeah, it was my fault.
Yeah.
Yeah, we stabbed like 3 security guards. So nobody knew who Shotty was at this time. ASAP Bari punches Shotty in the face because he's like, yo, nigga, you trying to get in the thing? Bro, when I say Harv, Billy Otto, everybody, niggas was cracking. You remember the video? They was
No, yeah, I
cracking
remember.
2x4s over the ASAP Bari's head.
That was the time period where it felt like the 6ix9ine lore couldn't possibly get any crazier, like every day or every week that went by, and then that was one of the things
And
that
then
was
I
like,
remember
it's
when-
not gonna stop. Like they're going crazy,
I
bro.
met ASAP Rocky that day.
Really?
And imagine, I'm Gummo 6ix9ine meeting my idol from 6 years, 2012, 2011.
Yeah.
So when I looked at him, I got starstruck. So he's like, yo, what's up? And I'm like, yo, what up? And then Lil Yachty's like right here, like Lil Yachty's introducing him. I'm like, nigga, get the fuck out of here. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I was just like starstruck.
Yeah.
Hey, but shout out to Lil Yachty.
That's crazy, Chad. That's fucking crazy, Chad. It was a crazy era. I'm not even gonna lie.
That's a little, yeah. Wait, in that time period, would you say you were being like fully big-headed and like just not?
No,
really...
I was like, nigga, you're my idol. I said that to him. I said, nigga, you're perfect. I think he was Rihanna.
That's crazy. Somebody like him, he music old at that point, right?
Nigga, I'm 16. But it's like, at that time, I'm like, yo, A$AP Rocky was like that nigga to me.
Yeah, super.
Right,
Like
hit that
also,
like
you
button,
kind
Chad.
of discussed
Thank you
and
so
covered
much.
the out of the whole like that. You like public conversation is because I look at somebody who was like so aware of what's been said about him in the media and shit, and it must have been kind of weird for you to all of a sudden be locked up to not have the fact that the most talked about person in rap, but then meanwhile you can't really see it. Or was that the last thing on your mind?
That was the last thing on my mind.
Okay.
I just like, yo, how am I gonna get out of this 47-year shit? Is that if I take my time and then have to like survive 15 years in prison? Because look, your mandatory minimum, right? People like, these are Instagram lawyers that know more than the person in the system. YouTube lawyers like, no, I can't.
And it's so much worse now than it was then.
Yep.
In terms of
So,
everybody just understanding everything.
I had a shooting, right? Because I ordered the Chief Keef shooting.
Yeah.
I ordered the robbery for Rapala. I ordered these. I was the shot caller, right? So, and then I had a drug sale that was a kilo of heroin.
Chad, my shit is
So,
it me or my shit tweaking?
I
right now?
pleaded guilty to that shit, but you
Hell
have
no,
to.
Chad. My shit is tweaking, Chad. Chad, hit that like button and follow, Chad. Hit that like button and follow, Chad. This shit is fucking tweaking on me.